And what's happening, people? How's everybody doing today? Hopefully, you can hear me today. Uh, I checked to make sure everything was working today, so hopefully, y'all can hear me. I don't plan on being on here forever today, but I do want to get on here to show y'all what I plan on giving away. So let's go on ahead and do that. But just wanted to make sure. Okay, cool. So I can be heard. But what is up, everybody? How's it going? Um, Ended up getting one hell of a sinus infection, so I do sound a little bit funky as a result. That's what was happening last week when you saw me briefly. But what's up with everybody? Hope everybody had a good weekend. I did not get to fly, so um, the weather was too weird and wonky. But did mess with some stuff. Did get a whole crap ton of burners put together and sent out, so that was good. But let's do the first here, which is going to be some shouting out. So let's see what's going on with everybody here. See everybody that showed up and was chatting on here early. So it looks like Mr. Big Chris was number one, who happens to be a member. And guys, for this giveaway, if you want to be entered in to win one of the bigger prizes, a couple of the bigger prizes, because I have planes to give away this time, do like Big Chris and become a member. There's a link in the description showing how to become a member. It's pretty easy. There's all levels and they're really affordable. I didn't make it crazy expensive. I could have, should have, but you know what? I'm like, you know what? It's not about that. But being a member does help support the channel, so I appreciate that, and I'd appreciate it if you joined. And when you do that, I'll do giveaways that include planes and stuff that are people actually want to win. So do like Big Chris, become a member. Mr. Mike Bird from across the pond. What is up, Mike Bird? Who else? We got Snow River, who's a member. Thanks for being here, Mr. Snow River, and thanks for blasting it out to your groups. Um, Dan Laurie, what's happening with you over there? Hanger 88, how you doing? We didn't have a whole bunch of people in here already, but we got a few. Mr. Tim Justin's, what's up? Juan de la Garza, que pasa contigo? Who else? Double check on the other one, because sometimes I miss people that are saying stuff. So no, I did that. Not a whole lot of people in here yet, but enough. All that matters is that people are here, and looks like we got Mr. Mike Bird who became a member. So thank you, Mr. Mike Bird, for becoming a member. And now, well, you're a little ways away, so it might be a little harder for me to get something to you, but thanks for becoming a member. Much appreciated. But so I understand it's a little bit of a busy night, so may not be a whole lot of people on here, and that is okay. I'm gonna have to bounce around the days a little bit more. See which one works better. I might go back to Monday. Who knows? But there used to be a lot of people on different days of the week, so I'd have to juggle the way that I'd get on here. So with the days getting shorter, just have to do things different. So we'll see. But we will get back to this here. But we've got new member and Mr. Mike Burr. But if you guys want to become a member, look in the description there. There's a link. Then if you're on a PC or on a laptop or on a desktop, whatever, it'll show you an actual button to click. Click join, and then it gives you the options there. And that's just a way to support the channel so that I can give y'all some of the content you want. Now the thing is, haven't been posting a lot of videos. I probably have like 30, 40 videos that just haven't been published yet. And I'm actually going to have my son help me with some editing because he's actually really good at editing. So I'll have him go through that stuff and try to help out with that. But I'm going to see if I can get some more stuff up for y'all. But been too long since I posted stuff. But I'll get some stuff back up. The hat cam stuff is getting a little tiring. But like I said, my son's going to be doing some editing for me, and like I've shown you, I've got a new phone, so I'll be able to do some cool new stuff. I have the old phone still. I'll wipe it and then I'll use that for video and stuff. But I see more people coming in, so I saw Dan Laurie. What's up, Mr. EQ? What's happening over there? Mr. Jeff Roberts. Howdy, howdy. Charles McDaniel, what is happening? So, and as I said, I had like a little bit of a weird sinus infection gig, so that's why I was looking all weird and feeling all strange last time I saw you here on the live streamage. But so we're going to get back to doing the giveaway stuff again. So let's just get that up. So I'll put that back up there. So I'm gonna make the giveaway available to everyone, but I want to make sure that I reward the people who have become members. So I'm gonna have some smaller stuff that I'll put in that'll be for everybody. I have some EDF units and some other. I think I might even have a receiver or two, brand new stuff that I will offer up to you guys. That'll be for everybody. But then when it comes to the airplanes or bigger, more substantial items, that'll be for the members, and that's why I say what I did here. Just be sure to join the channel at whatever level, as long as it's just you're a member of the channel, then that will help. That will get you entered into being that big drawing. So anyway, let's see what else is going on here. So yeah, guys. So it's been kind of quiet on the other, besides me doing my usual burner. I'm still got some stuff in development. I've got some cool things that I want to get tested so that I can actually offer it to you guys. But there's going to be a lot more LED, basically just LEDs in general. I'm looking to do LEDs of all kinds. I have all different sizes now, all different colors. I have them standardized in voltage, so it's going to be easy to do. But I'm looking to do things with cannons, with guns, just to make things look more realistic. Just trying to get the LEDs to work how I want them to. So, Mr. Mike Bird, thank you, sir. Thank you for becoming a member, and then also for what is that, pounds, 10 pounds. So, thank you, very much appreciated. But Mr. Alan Gentry, I haven't seen you in a while. How are you doing? I haven't been out there in a while, but I do plan on getting back out once the weather has gotten better. But now we've got some actual rain coming through. We got a lot of rain for the last 2 days. So again, Mike Bird, thank you, sir. Thanks for being a member, and thanks for the super chat. Much appreciated. So, Charles McDaniel, I haven't seen you in a while. What is up? But I have a bunch of stuff that's been brand new. This one's not brand new because you can see this stuff missing here. But I have lots of brand new stuff that I'm going to be giving away. EDF units in the 64 millimeter range, the 70 millimeter, 80, possibly even a 90. So I'll be giving that stuff away for everybody, and then I will be giving away this bad boy right here. I don't know if you guys can see this, but it is a Tasman, 1500 millimeter Tasman, and it's new. It's in the box. So I'm gonna open the box, not today, but I will open the box just to double check everything that's in there. But that is going to be one of the main prizes. I have another one here, and I've got a couple of these, but one of them went to Chris Scott. Get that there. So I've got another one of these that needs a couple of these that need to go. So I'm not gonna do them all at once, but there's stuff that's gonna go, and it's not just unsubstantial stuff. This Tasman, that's a decent size airplane. I think that's about a $250 plane. So this is stuff that and it's brand new. Nothing's used. It's all brand new. So stuff needs to go. And I've got these boxes that are stacking up that are taking up room for things that I have coming, and I can't have that. So, and I'm doing stuff that's new in the box because it makes it the easiest to ship. Mr. Anthony Ashi, what is up? How you doing? So I want to make sure to do what I used to do a lot, which was, fly, and then actually give back and give stuff to the community. So I plan on doing that more, just because I need to keep things fresh and keep things cleared out, because I don't want to keep using the same stuff over and over. I've got too many things that need to be switched out. So that's what's one of the things that are going to be going out. But also need to check out and see what is going on with all of you guys. So let us do the usual, which is see if anybody's got any questions. If y'all got questions, now is the time to ask. So cool, Mr. Alan Gentry. He's got some stuff going on over there. He's building a GB with a Moki. Ooh, okay. Well, I'll have to come back out and see. I have a couple prop planes that I'm going to be putting together that will need to be flown. I don't like taking prop planes to faraway fields, but I have a couple that might be worthy of flying a place far away. One of which would be the Yak 11. So once I get that thing done, I might take that out there to Oakdale to see Mr. Alan Gentry if he's out there, and the other guys that I fly with. Jeff Custom, you are very welcome, my friend. Thanks for support. You've helped me out throughout the years, and I plan to do the same for you. So just return the favor, right? That's all we can do. Much appreciated. So EQ, you should have gotten everything from me. So hopefully everything showed up. But just so you guys know, one of the first things I'm going to be working on, I have somebody that's going to help me out with it. I have a Beach 18. Somebody's going to be doing some testing out some lights for me. And then if that works out good, then I'm going to start offering those up for sale. Okay, glad to hear it, EQ. So, Jeff, the 6S packs aren't terrible. The only problem is that they are a little bit overpriced. From what I've seen, they used to sell planes with packs, and that was actually somewhat cost effective. But if you buy them on your own, they are pretty overpriced. The 30C 5000s work pretty good. The 30C 7000s, I think, work pretty good too. But they're pretty expensive. And I won't do it just because of that. Mr. Dan Laurie just became a member, so thank you for that, Dan Laurie. Much appreciated. And just because you've become a member, you are entered into the drawing for the plane. So that's all it takes, guys. Drawing for, I think I'll do one plane this time, maybe one plane another time. But I've got a couple of them, so they just need to go. Nobody's doing giveaways for planes anymore, so what the hell? Maybe I'll fill in. So Jeff, I try out different packs to see what works good for me. HRB have always been good. The first HRBs that I got worked incredible, and they still work good now. China Hobby Line has been my go-to for a long time, especially when they have sales. Their packs have been really good. Um, their packs have been excellent. Um, and the funny thing is everybody wants to go with the crazy high C. If you don't want to, the 30 and 40C work wonderful, but the 70 and 100C work really good. The 55C as well. So, but there's others. There's Sokokin, which I've been testing out, which have been pretty good for me. I haven't had them long enough to really push them, but Sokokin have been good. Um, so it just depends on what it is you're doing. Prop planes are not as hard on packs just because of their load, the load that they put on. EDFs really aren't either, but the way that they make power is different. So people end up using their batteries a little harder. So there's a lot of planes out there. A lot of packs out there that are worth looking at. Uwu, Z, there's a couple. So, we got another member, Mr. Hanger 98. Thank you, my friend. And just by doing that, now you're entered to win one of these boys. So, next week will be the Tasman, as well as a couple of other smaller things. I'll do probably two fans. Let's just do 3 things at a time. That'll make it easy. And then if I do like a giveaway every other week, then that'll help me clear stuff out. And then you guys will get stuff. Everybody will be happy. So Hanger 88, thank you, sir, joining. And then if you guys enjoy what you see here, be sure to tell other people about it. Like, subscribe, share, subscribe, all that stuff. Sharing is probably one of the most that helps the most. The thumbs up and the sharing, that helps a lot. So if you guys are willing to do that, it's really cool. And it's mainly just because if there's stuff that you want me to talk about, you can even offer that stuff up. So yes, EQ, I have them already. I've already done it. I set it up, but I don't like the sequences that I've seen so far. So I'm trying to work on that part, the sequencing and the frequency, the way that they flash, all that stuff. So once I get that the way that I like it, then I'll let everybody know more about what I'm doing. It just depends on the plane. If it's a World War II plane, that's going to be easier. But if it's some of the newer stuff, that makes it harder. So I'm working on it. It's funny too because some of the stuff that I've been working on isn't related, but they all end up relating. Because I've been working on projects with the wife with LEDs and such, and it's actually, I'm like, oh wait a minute, that would work for this, that would work for this. So it's things that they intertwine. So, you guys, I got a cough real quick. So, Charles McDaniel put up a good one. Says, so what's the best pack for the X-Fly J65? So, in my opinion, anytime you're using a twin, 5,000 is really kind of pushing it. So if you can go to anything 6,000 and above, that's good. That's twin 70, so it's not going to be a crazy high amp draw, but that is an amp draw. That's over 50 amps each. So that ends up being 100 amps full throttle. So the higher you can go in capacity, the better. So if you can do a 6,000 to a 7,200, that's probably going to be your best bet. I don't know what the room is like in the X-Fly. I do know that where you put the battery is pretty close to the CG. So that's the good thing about having the battery set up that way, is that it'll be right on the CG, so the weight will go up a little bit, but the CG won't shift. So if you've got 2 EDF units and you're hard on the throttle, try to go 6,000 or higher. That's my rule of thumb. But I don't know if anybody else here on the chat knows about. I know Jeff's Custom has that plane, but I think he might even be saying the same thing that I am. So let's see. It said, okay, so there's plenty of room. All right, good. So, like I was saying, anytime you've got a twin, you want to go 6,000 or higher. And Jeff just said right there, use a 6,200, and there's plenty of room in there. So that's cool. So that's perfect. So 6,200 or up. 70, the 7,200s that I use are actually the same size as an HRV 6,000, and they're a little bit lighter. So something to look at. Oh, and looks like we got another member. So Mr. Juan de la Garza, thank you very much for becoming a new member. Awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And just like that, now you're entered to possibly win that. So time comes, I'll put the announcement out for next week. That's what's going to be up for grabs, and I'll blast it out there to everybody, and then hopefully people will join, and then we'll go from there. And yeah, I have the China Hobby Line 65C 6000, and they have been really good. They're just now starting to show their age, but they still work fine. I'm just starting to notice they're getting a little bit warm after flights now, but they still give plenty of punch and plenty of power. So yeah, the 65C have been good. 55C were always really good. What are the other ones? 70C. Their 70C are really heavy, but that's good because that means there's a lot of energy density there. So, what else? So let's see. So if you guys are members, I don't have a whole lot of members, but I have members. It would be great if you were there. Tuesday's a bad night, then I'll have to move it to another night maybe. Maybe I'll just do it on a regular Wednesday next week. But we'll see. Whatever I do. Whatever I do, I'll set it up in a way that works for people. I know Tuesday's been kind of off. Wednesday, I might have to do it next Wednesday. We'll see. So, let's see. Yeah, 30C 7000. That's a great pack. What most people don't realize, even though that's a low C, it's 30 times 7.0, and that is 210 amps continuous. That's way more than anything's ever going to use. And on top of that, you've got capacity to go with it. So that's a good pack. That's a really good pack. Oh, looks like we got another member, Mr. Mike Ford, has become a member. So thank you, Mike. Much appreciated. I'll be in touch too because I've got some new stuff to tell you about. The Yeah, so Dan Laurie, those packs are actually decent. I've seen them used. The plane that I saw, it was a twin. It was the SU-30, and they actually worked really well on that. SU-30 is an amp hog. It uses a lot. So the 7000, that works pretty good in there. Yeah, if you can. Okay, so audio and video out of sync. Give me a second here. Let's see. What about now? You know, I have not listening to myself. I have a little music playing in the background, so it's not like I'm just yammering to myself. So anyway, let's take a swig of water here. All right, so yeah, so cool. Thanks for all the memberships you guys have been throwing out today. That's that's good. That gives more people to win. So, and I'll pull out some of the other stuff so you guys can see what I got to give away. I have planes that I got to put together too. So I have the 70 millimeter F-104 that needs to go together. I have the Swiss F5 that needs to go together. The Yak 11, the FMS PC-21, Rock Hobby FMS Miss America. Yeah, I got stuff, but I have things I'm going to sell. I'm probably going to sell that MiG-25. I'm for sure going to sell the MiG-25. It just needs to go. I do like the plane. It's got to go. The Arrows F-15, that's going to go. That was not very exciting for me. Flew great, flew fine. I'm just not all crazy about it. So I'll be listing those for sale here pretty soon. Going. All right, Alan, good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while, so we'll have to get out there to see you sometime soon, hopefully. Thank you for being here. And again, guys, sinus infection, so sorry about the weirdness. You hear some snorts and some other squeaky voice, etc. So don't mind me. Glad to hear that, EQ. I like the way they look too. I've got my Miss America set up with them. I wanted to do my red tail with them, and I killed the damn thing. But I do want to get those more of that stuff done. The stacks, I have the PC-21. I'm going to put them in. I have the Yak 11. I'm going to put them in. Have the else? What other plane? A couple planes I plan on putting them in. I'd like to get a Beech 18. Try that. The Charles McDaniel. Hopefully, I'll be able to get that done. It's only a couple screws. It's not that much. I just have to put it together. Oh, that's right. I just got a message from Joey, so I wanted to put that up there too. So Joey Wade, I had him on the show about a month ago, maybe. And he was having issues, and we finally figured out what was going on with his plane. It looks like he got it worked out. The receiver was the issue, and he got it working. So it's all working now. That's good to hear. So glad you got it worked out, Joey, and thanks for the updates. So now we all know. Good job. So cool. Oh. And yeah, with this whole COVID crap, the only upside to COVID is the fact that I haven't been sick at all for a long time. And unfortunately, I did get something, but it's not, it's just stuff up in here. It's been kind of weird, but only upside to what's happened with COVID besides that. Bleh. But yeah, so a little bit of the weird sniffles, but it's going away. Should be gone by the giveaway, which should be next week. So let's see what's going on. So also, I didn't get pictures. Did I get pictures of video? I don't know. Everybody's asking about what's flying over. I did get some cool flyovers this last weekend. We had on Friday or Saturday. I don't remember. I think it was Saturday. The Marines F-35s, 4 of them came over. Was sitting at the table with the wife, hear this weird noise, look out, and I had my Facebook Messenger had gone off. And I usually check because I know that's my spotter guy telling me to get outside and look. My Facebook message had gone off. I hadn't looked, and about 3 minutes later, um, and I'd just gotten my new phone. F-35s, 4 of them in formation, go blasting over the house. F-35Bs. So I missed that, but I did get to see them with my own eye. I just couldn't record it. And then not too long after that, well, the next day, they all came into land one at a time and in hover mode. So that was cool. I got a little bit of video of that. But now that I have the new phone, I can go through and edit up some of the stuff that I've gotten and put it in a little compilation video to share with you guys. So I've got another question. And somebody else just showed up. So it looks like Ron is here. What is up, Ron? How you doing? So Jeff Roberts, that's a good question. We were talking about that earlier. So, whenever you're going to be pushing an ESC at or above what it's capable of doing, you want to have a little bit of a buffer, or to do something that takes heat away from the ESC. So, stock, that 100 amp ESC is perfectly fine. I ran mine for basically a year without a BEC. I just used the internal BEC, had no issues. But as soon as I decided to upgrade the power to use a little bit more amperage, the first one I went with was the FMS 2100 kV. I said it's safest to just use a UBEC. When you take the UBEC circuit, the BEC circuit out of the equation, you can drop the heat on the ESC by about 40 degrees because it's taking all that voltage from your battery and dropping it down. And whenever that happens, it creates heat. So if you can pull that away and disable that, I've seen it drop as much as 40 degrees. And not only that, but when you go up in amperage, it puts more strain on the ESC, so the FETs work a little harder and they heat up a little bit more. So any time you can pull heat away, that's good. So that's why I suggest using a UBEC, because it pulls heat away, and it also is just an extra safeguard just in case something goes wrong. Then you still have power for your controls if your if your motor dies. So the X-Fly does use more amperage, peak amperage. So, excuse me, as I gotta clear my throat. And I meant to mute, not close the cam. Anyway, so let me grab one. I got one right here. Jeff, give me a second. I will go grab it. I have a couple different kinds that I use. ZTW is the one that I usually use. But there is Hobby Star, which is basically ZTW, but a slightly different. It's a different company. It's just a different name. And I've got them both, so I'll show you both. They're the exact same brand. It's just they're just rebranded. They're the exact same equipment, just branded different. So Hobby Star is sold by a company here, California, called RC Juice. So here, there we go. This is a Hobby Star. This is a 10 amp peak. It's 6 amp continuous, but 10 amps peak. And I have pushed these pretty hard. And they work great. Now this is the original, which is a ZTW. I can't get that to turn around. Basically, they're the exact same thing. So if you look, they're basically identical. It's just that they use they're a different brand name. Let's see, can you see there? Yeah, they're the same thing. Just one's Hobby Star, one is ZTW. ZTW and Hobby Star are one and the same. It's just they're depends on who you buy them from. So they have adjustable voltage just with a little jumper, which is this thing right here. Usually leave it on 5 volts, but they work really well. I even had a Dan, thanks for being what Hanger 88. Thank you for being here. Um, I try to. I've been trying to get a new day. Tuesday is the day that I've been trying to do, but it could be between Tuesday and Wednesday. So if you're subscribed, be sure to click all for subscriptions, and then it'll alert you anytime I set something up. So hopefully by next week, it'll be either Tuesday or Wednesday. I'll do the giveaway. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Thank you. Um, so yeah, Jeff, I hope that helps. I've got both, and I might end up putting one of these in the giveaway too. So we shall see. But so yeah, Shadow, I saw that is been snowing. I have a friend in Coeur d'Alene right now, and they said they were getting some snow up there. The guy who did the pictures for my air show. So wait, somebody else did something else. Dan, Laura, you asked a question. That's good. So the E-flite ESC, it sets their timing to auto. And from what I've seen, because I've run up my E-flite F18 quite a few times with different fans, and even with the X-Fly and when I ran up the X-Fly, I had the 30C 6200 and the 6000, and with the E-flite ESC, the max was 112 amps peak, and then it settled at like 104, 105. So, but you know what's funny, Snow River? Those birds come here and never leave. They're trying to get those things to go away. They just stay. And I guess it's because the weather is always perfect here for them, so can't get them things to leave. Let's see. So Jeff Roberts, I'm not buying actual base anymore. It's KNUQ. It's called Moffett Federal Airfield. It used to be NAS Moffett Field back in the days for a long time. Closed back in the late 90s, I think 98, 99. But it used to be a very, very, very busy Navy base. P3s, mainly P3s, and NASA Ames is there. So we still get NASA Ames stuff in there now. Sophia was just there. Good to see a lot of stuff, lots and lots. So it's cool. It's not an actual active base, but there are a couple military things stationed there. The 129th Special Forces for the Air Force are there. Coast Guard has a presence there. There's a Marine presence there as well, but it's mainly a federal field, so pretty much any one of the branches can come in. We have lots of stuff come in all the time. We have lots to see regularly. It's not constant like it used to be, but I see stuff all the time. We're going to start seeing more. What's up, Angelo? Going to start seeing more of the F-35Cs. I've seen quite a few of those. We just had the AN-124 again, which I haven't seen since this whole new Ukrainian crap started. But we had AN-124 back. See a lot of cargo planes, C-5s, C-17s. C-27s have been coming around, which are the new Coast Guard birds. There are a couple of the new Army turboprops that have been coming in too. Can't remember the name of that one. What else? There's lots of stuff that we get to see all the time, regularly. It's turned into like a jet port since Google has taken over operations there, so we see a lot of executive jets come in. The full-scale versions of the PJ you know, what they call it, that plane that Freewing makes, and then the one that looks like what X-Fly makes. See those constant, but lots of NASA stuff comes in. Paul McNeil, wow, it's supposed to be 80 degrees tomorrow and 28 on Friday. What the heck? A little bit of a spread there. Sheesh. Can't hear it right now, but I'm getting buzzed by a C-130. I get C-130Js all the time, because that's what's stationed out here. There's 5 of those stationed here. Pave Hawks, aka Black Hawks. The new ones that are actually really cool to see are the Osprey, MV-22s. Those are coming through. Used to be well, E2s. We still see E2s. Occasionally P3s, but those are getting phased out. P8 Poseidons, we see those. Else. Lots of the they've been doing a lot of training with F-35s, so we've had F-5s come in to do the training for those. So lots of stuff. I don't really think about it because I'm just used to looking out and seeing them, but lots of stuff. So it's fun. Yes, Ospreys are incredibly quiet when they're in plane mode. You don't hear them. But they are very cool to see. So yeah, Gulfstreams, the G4s, G5s, 550s, 650s. There's a couple cool NASA ones that come through. There's one that they had at the one that was at the Edwards Air Force Base air show a couple weeks ago was actually here. Sounds like a freaking fighter jet because it's got those old school Spey engines on it, and it sounds like a damn jet. So, and yeah, Shadow Ops, I'm aware. Trying to get the F-35s up to speed. It's the Cs that they're doing most of the work with. The Cs, Bs, they've been doing a lot of training already, but yeah. I think the Harriers are pretty much phased out at this point. But then I heard something about possibly bringing back the Hoover. So I don't know. We'll see. S2. What is up, Mr. John VHRC? How you doing? There are bird strikes. I just don't think people talk about them too much. But yeah. Anyway, y'all still got questions? Go ahead. But we're gonna wrap it up here pretty soon. Been yammering a little bit, and I got some more errands to run here before the day is over. And oh, cool. So, John, glad to hear it. Sitting down is a good thing. Means you're getting a little bit of relaxation. Lots of blinging. Sheesh. Anyway, so let's see what else. Gentry sent me some pictures. Oh, cool. He's got a GV he's putting together. Cool. So anyway, so that's a good thing. So Paul McNeil, oof, only his targets. That sucks. Anyway, so guys, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, as I've said before, and then also to become a member, take a look in the description below. It shows you how to do it, and then that way you'll be entered to win one of these planes back here. And I'm going to do this much more often. I haven't been doing it enough. I've got to keep stuff cleared out, and the only way to do that is to do it often. So also remember, if any of you guys watching have been to any one of the fly-ins around the country and you've had welcome, Jeff, and you've won one of my items as a prize, please be sure to contact me direct. I haven't had time to go and hunt people down that won. So if you won something and you want to redeem it, you need to get a hold of me. I'm not going to come hunt you down. If you want something, I'll honor it, but I can't hunt you down to get it to you. So you need to get a hold of me and let me know what you want, and I will get it to you. But you need to contact me. So just put that out there if there's anybody watching. Those 300, yes. Cool. Yeah, I haven't seen much about that plane, but we will have to take a look. What's up, Mr. Mike SSI? How you doing, buddy? So I appreciate y'all being here today, and that time of year again too. So if you want some new stuff, I just recently upgraded to a different type of a sweatshirt. So if y'all are interested, you can get one of these. This is a sweatshirt that, thankfully Nate took that cool picture. We're gonna have some more stuff up here pretty soon, but that's one of my new sweatshirts. I've got shirts here too, but I'm possibly working on stickers. So if you're interested, take a look at that stuff. That helps support the channel too, but it also helps keep you warm. Or if you like what I do, it's another way to show it out. So yeah, Dan, Lori, we get F-15s too, but they're high. We have a base not too far from here, so they will occasionally come over from Fresno, which is about 3.5 hours away. But they'll do a bay tour and they'll come through. But they're usually pretty high. F-18s are mainly what we see. Super Hornets, occasionally the Growlers, but mainly just regular Super Hornets. Occasionally Marine. Legacy Hornets. But we see lots of stuff. It's pretty cool. F-15s are really cool and really loud, which I like. But the Super Hornet is actually pretty loud too. So 130. I don't think I ever did. I never had that plane, but friend did, and it's a cool plane. But I don't think they have parts anymore. So I plan on actually getting the ME-163. And there's that plane from Banana Hobby I was going to get to, the Griffin, because it looks like a cool setup and like it's a pretty cool plane. 1900 kV FMS fan in there, so it should be pretty good. So Anthony, that's the problem. You split the ailerons. When you do that, only one of the flaps work. for AS3X. So yeah, so when you change the configuration, it makes it harder for things to work. It's once you do that, there are ways to get around it if you look up to see what people's settings are, what people have changed their settings to. That could help. So anyway, guys, that's pretty much it for me. So don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, and then also become a member if you want to win an airplane, because that will be up. That's what's going to be happening. Yeah, it does make it kind of hard. I'll try to start the giveaway a little earlier. I'll do it on Wednesday, because if I do it on Wednesday, then I can do it earlier because nobody else is doing anything else that day. So just keep that in mind. I'll do it on Wednesday. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, and then that way, when I'm going to do a live, it will actually pull up. It'll send you a notification. So I'll do it on Wednesday. I'll do it probably pretty early on a Wednesday, and then that way people on the East Coast can be involved. So, and that might just be the day that I stick to now. Who knows? Because I haven't noticed a difference at all, and it doesn't really change things for me that much. But so yeah, we'll do that to make it easier for people on the East Coast. That's it. But hope that helps, Blue Sky. But if you want to get that plane, got to become a member, and then you can be entered into the plane. Otherwise, you can get some of the other stuff that I might put up. But that's it. So that's it, guys. I'll leave the chat up for a little bit, but other than that, I'm gonna get going so I can get rid of this weirdness in the nose, and I'll leave the chat up for a bit, and then get on out after that. What's up, Airvext? So I'll leave the chat up for a little bit, and then I'll phase it out. But thank you all for being here, and I will see you next week, giving that thing away. All right, adios.